Hi, so yesterday I was just chilling on my couch, drinking soda, eating popcorn, you know how it is. And then the phone suddenly rang. And it got me thinking, because of who do I have to deal with these phones today? So I stood up, went to my computer, and did some research. Here is what I found out. So the first person to patent the phone was Alexander Graham Bell. Bell, who was a Scottish-born inventor, lived in the late 18th to early 19th century. He started his science career as a child when he was gathering botanical specimens. At the age of just 12, when the other children were probably playing with a ball, he invented a dehusking machine. For those who don't know what dehusking is, it's the process of removing the outer husk or shell from various types of grains, seeds, or fruits. Okay, so I think that was enough about his childhood, where he achieved more than an average human would during a whole lifetime. Moving on to his invention of the telephone. Bell's early work on the harmonic telegraph progressed significantly in his Boston laboratory. During a successful summer in Brantford, he experimented with a phonautograph, a pen-like machine that could draw shapes of sound waves on smoked glass by tracing their vibrations. Bell believed in the possibility of creating electrical currents mirroring sound waves. He also theorized that an arrangement of multiple metal reeds tuned like a harp to different frequencies could convert these undulating currents back into sound. As telegraph messages grew in demand, Alexander Graham Bell sought a way to send multiple messages on one line. With financial support from Gardner Hubbard and Thomas Sanders and guidance from Joseph Henry, Bell, lacking equipment, continued experiments. Meeting Thomas Watson changed things. With support from Sanders and Hubbard, they experimented with acoustic telegraphy. On the 2nd of June, 1875, Watson accidentally plucked a reed, revealing overtones crucial for speech transmission. This led to the gallows sound-powered telephone, a step toward transmitting voice-like sounds. In 1875, Bell developed an acoustic telegraph and wanted to patent it, while agreeing to share profits with inventors. To secure patent, he had an associate, George Brown. Simultaneously, Elisha Gray was experimenting with acoustic telegraphy and filed a caveat for a telephone design using a water transmitter on the same day that Brown tried to patent Bell's idea. There is a debate over who arrived first. Bell got his telephone to work on March 10 using a liquid transmitter similar to Gray's. Despite accusations of stealing from Gray, Bell claimed he used Gray's design as a scientific experiment. Bell later traveled the country promoting his invention. He even demonstrated his telephone to Queen Victoria, who was so amused that she asked to keep the temporary installation in place. The first phones, named box phones, went on sale later that year. Whilst I was researching Bell, I found out some pretty interesting things about him. With no training, he mastered the piano. He was also exceptionally good in mimicry and voice tricks similar to ventriloquism. When his mother got deaf, he learned a manual finger language. He also developed a technique of speaking in clear, where he would speak modulated tones directly into his mother's forehead so she would hear him reasonable clarity. His father taught him how to write visible speech. Bell became so good at this that his father would take him on his public demonstrations. So it is easy to say that Bell was truly a genius. From Bell's invention forward, the telephone industry bloomed, reaching new heights when Martin Cooper introduced first mobile phone. Upgrading Martin's idea was Frank Canuva, who introduced the world to the first smartphone. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this type of content, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write in the comments what would you like to see next.